What is going on, beautiful Moldavite familia? My new familia that is here on the YouTube channel. Anyways, guys, I want to start this video with changes that I've noticed in my personal life while being on semen retention. And basically, the notes that I have in front of me is just going to be talking about some of the more personal, physical ones that I've been noticing emotionally. I will be making a video later on about, how semen retention in women, at least in my journey, how that's affected me, how it's changed, and how it's evolved. But in this video, guys, I want to start off by kicking it off by saying, you know, while doing semen retention, being sober, that's the main key, guys. Being sober doing semen retention is completely different than doing semen retention while you're still getting high, while you're still drinking, and, or smoking cigarettes, whatever it may be. It's so different because not only are you forcing yourself to clear your mind, you're actually just dealing with all the BS that's coming up from the inside out, okay? Because most people, guys, when they do semen retention, they want to, replace one addiction with another, right? They have to do something. I know I did. You feel like you need to do something, so you start smoking weed or you start drinking because you don't know what to do with all this excess energy. And, you know, being guided by God, fortunately, I was now able to stop the drinking, stop the smoking, stop the junk food, because once you cut that out, you might start replacing that with eating junk food, or maybe you'll start drinking coffee, right? It'll just start moving from one thing to the other until you find out what's a positive thing you could focus on. For me personally, it's just focusing on my work, focusing on God's purpose, channeling all that energy into that aspect, and that's something positive for me. But I noticed, guys, now doing this clean, one of the main things that I notice within myself as this energy builds up, right, is that I get more aggressive, right? And I remember this as a child, like this fearlessness that just comes through you. You become like animalistic. You're just like, roar, you become this like lion, you become alive, and it's just so cool to see because you feel the power within your body and you just don't give two F's, if you know what I mean. Like, you just don't care about a lot of stuff. Like, you don't care about people's opinions about you. You're not afraid to voice what you want to say. You're not afraid to stand up for yourself, which I'm going to share a quick story with you about that here in a bit. But you just become like this mighty man, this mighty warrior. You just have this energy again, this like this this killer instinct almost. That's kind of like very animalistic, which I really really enjoy. And it also kind of, I've noticed that it makes me more sensitive to demons. So like, for example, a story at the bus stop a while like last week. I This guy comes up to me, and this is like, if you ever see me like in Colorado or anywhere and you want to approach me and talk to me, don't shout at me, man. Like, I have my headphones in. I'm zoning out. I don't like, most of the time I don't want to be bothered unless you're like really friendly and like happy. First off, do not yell at me like, hey, like, or just like, hey man, like, blah, 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 blah. Like, don't talk to me that way. I won't respond. I will be a complete a-hole to you. Like, no joke, okay? Like, I'm just putting it out there, okay? Come at me in a respectful way. Be happy, like, hey, I don't mean to bother you. Like, just be nice, okay? Anyways, right from the get-go, this guy completely just, he messed up. He effed up, okay? He's yelling at me. I could hear him, but I'm like, I don't care because he's asking for a lighter, right? You can tell he's on drugs, and I'm like, man, this guy, I can already feel the demon energy inside of him. He's like pestering me because he could have gone to like five other people that were sitting like right near me, and he just decided to come and bother me, right? And so he's over here yelling, and I kind of see him from the side. He's like, hey, hey, so you got a lighter? And I'm like just sitting there like ignoring him, and I'm just like, all right, Chewy, calm down, calm down. And I'm thinking he's gonna walk away. But no. he gets louder. And I'm just like, okay, I got to say something. Because, first of all, this guy's coming at me in the wrong way. So I take my headphones in, and I kid you not, guys, I just said, no! Like, I just yelled at him, and he, like, just, like, left. And then like I saw him walk away and he was like yelling and cursing and I could just tell like the demon inside of him was so angry and I'm just like just leave me alone, bro. He was just mad and I'm just like don't talk to me that way. But I don't think I ever would have just done that like had I not built that energy inside of me because I was just so irritated, I was just like F off, like I'm not afraid to say that anymore versus like when I was, just letting all that semen just run out, I'd be like, oh, but now it's just like, dude, F off. I don't care if I hurt your feelings. You came at me the wrong way. Leave. Like I'm not afraid to voice that anymore. And it's just so amazing to just be able to do that, stand up for yourself. And yeah, that's one of the main things that I've noticed so far. And another thing that I've noticed is like my social skills are getting a lot better. I don't know where out of who knows where I'm funny sometimes. Like it just comes at me. Like now that my brain is kind of unclogging, and of course that's still going to take time. But I come up with witty remarks, and it's just like, oh wow, like this, and it's just like I didn't even know I was funny until, I just start saying stuff all of a sudden and just interacting with people is really fun. And I didn't even know I could be extroverted until I actually started, building up my seaman energy. It's just, it, I love being around people, but it has to be certain types of people. And, once the flow gets going, it just gets rolling. So if you're thinking you're only introverted, trust me, you're probably not. You just haven't found your right group yet. Because when you find your right group, you'll just shine, right? And, for this video, I kind of wanted to end with one other thing that I've really noticed building up this semen retention energy. And that's I'm getting like super strong, guys. Like, you know, I've been going to the gym for a while, for a long time actually. I've been building up. I can already lift a lot, but like literally within like 1 week of this aggressive energy just building up, like I added like 90 pounds to like everything I was doing. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it was like a huge bump, like in just energy and strength. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is real. Okay. So I'm using that energy, working out. It just feels good. Like it almost feels like you're having an orgasm when you're working out. Like your body is just feeling so pleasurable. And yeah, I just love feeling that manly energy inside of me. That dominant energy is just so good. And so I definitely recommend you guys. Like I said, if you haven't yet already, it is a journey. I'm here to document mine. So semen retention, I definitely encourage you guys to do it. Do it with a higher purpose. If you're just doing it, for the wrong reasons, it won't last. I mean, it'll come and go, but if you do it for the right reasons, guys, then you can definitely excel and start to see these changes as well. But in the meantime, guys, stay tuned for my next video where I'll be diving in deeper in some crazy stories about females and while I'm on semen retention. And so, yeah, hopefully you guys have a great day. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave something nice in the comments below. And I'll talk to you guys very, very soon.